Alright guys, so we've got a new update on the sealed indictment count from around the nation, and again, this number comes from Stormwatcher on Twitter, at DAMartin32. Him and his team have really been the ones tracking this over the past 3 or 4 months or so. They've apparently been updating it every month. They track the month through the Pacer systems. That's how you can figure out where they're at. You log onto these systems and you can count them from around the country. And his new count is now, just put my phone down, 24,544 sealed indictments entered from October 30th, 2017 through March 31st, 2018. I'll go ahead and put up a screenshot and link this tweet down below. He actually has the Drive, Google Drive, if you want to take a look at it too. I mean, it's there. It's not like it's some magic fantasy number. So I just wanted to say who done it and link all this stuff so you know it's legit. And again, how many are normal? Well, just about 1,000 per year, and that was per a 2009 report. So near 25,000 in 6 months. That's a lot. Something's going on. And this is something super important to track, of course, because it just shows you that progress is being made. But I already see it being said, and this is a question that's been popping up more and more lately. People are asking, where are the arrests? You know, we've got 25,000 indictments over the past few months. Where are the arrests? Why aren't they taking these people down? What the heck's going on? This is all a psyop. It's a game. It's hope porn. It's all BS because there's been no arrests. Well, I understand. I understand you're very impatient. Don't trust me. I completely vibe with that in that I want arrests too. I am just as adamant about that occurring. I want it to happen just as much as you do. But making this video, I'm talking to you here because I want to give you a little bit of clarity, a little bit of big picture perspective as to why we haven't seen arrests yet. And there's a few reasons. Number one, you got to understand the powers that be that we are truly dealing with. They didn't just get there overnight. It didn't even take them a couple years to get there, or even a couple decades. It's been centuries. It's been millennia, if you will. We could even say it's been multiple civilizations that these powers that be have been infiltrating, right? It's not just a couple politicians or maybe some executives or corporate board owners. I mean, we're talking about people whose names we don't even know. Many layers deeper than what we see superficially or higher. We could even say that many of these powers could be non-terrestrial, if you will. And I know a lot of people's egos are shaking right now. Oh, that can't be. What are you talking about? You crazy? You talking about reptile people? No, not necessarily. But there could be various civilizations. Could be elongated skull people. Could be humanoid. Reptilians, yes, maybe. Archonic entities. But anyway, that's a conversation for another time. My point here is that it's been a long time in the making that's got us to this point with the evil on this planet. And we could even say just the past couple thousand years, I mean, the Catholic Church and various aristocracies, oligarchies have gained power. I mean, the Roman Empire didn't go away. Same thing now, you know? And that has been a long time in the making. And then, of course, over the past few centuries, we've had the bankers and the financial systems formed and all of that bringing us to modern times. And, of course, over the past few decades, we've had intelligence agencies created and various militaries and corporations get technology and funding and R&D available to them to create the control systems that we have now. See what I'm saying? So it's not just, yeah, we can go arrest Hillary or Podesta and march them along the street and whatnot. There is most likely thousands of people and groups, and of course it goes internationally and interagency, and these are just multi-connected networks of corruption that have infiltrated basically everything on our planet. So just getting those arrests like that, it's gonna be, gotta make sure it's done right so they don't slip away. And number two, you also gotta understand just how it's being done. You have to care for the economy at the same time that you're ridding all of this corruption. You've got to, A, cleanse the institutions that are going to be doing the arresting and the prosecution. If you have a corrupt FBI and DOJ, what's going to happen until that's cleaned up? Then we can start working on some other things. You also have to understand the, what do I want to say here? The difficulty that these white hats or these alliance members are having in pulling off these operations. Not only do they have to keep it hyper secret, so it's difficult for them to make networks and meet and work together, but also is that they are being attacked by every which way from these powers that be. Their lives are being put on the line. They're getting legally attacked. A lot of these guys are putting everything they have. I mean, they're losing their pensions, their money, they're putting their lives on the line to combat this. So it's fucking tough. Just understand that. It's fucking tough. So, my point being here is that just please try to put yourselves in the shoes, be empathetic as to all sides of the situation here. Put yourself in the shoes of the powers that be that just don't want to freaking give up and that will go to life's end to protect themselves. You put yourself in those shoes so you can see things a little more clearly, and also put yourself in the shoes of the white hat members and the difficult time that they're having and all they're trying to do with not only behind the scenes war, direct war, but also the info war, the propaganda war. Because there's propaganda coming from both sides. There's malevolent propaganda from this side and benevolent propaganda from this side. So, again, the arrests are coming. I'm wanting it just as much as you are, but you have to be conscious of the situation. Don't let fear get into you as if we're being used in a psyop, or it's not going to happen, or, oh shit, this world is just too crazy. No, there's no positive, nothing's going to happen. No, understand, something is going to happen. It's coming very soon. 25,000 indictments? Great. Make that number go way up. That means more corruption is getting swept up. That means also we have more time to talk about it with the public. That's an important point before I get into the outro here, is that we also have to make the public realize that this shit is real. We have to do our job in the benevolent propaganda war versus the malevolent propaganda war. We have to A, make people think it's real, and then B, ease their fears and be compassionate enough to show them, yeah, this shit, it's bad, it's real bad, but we can get past it. We have to be mature enough to show them the way, okay? So that's the reason these arrests haven't happened yet, is because we still have work to do with the mass consciousness. So there you go, guys. That's just a few perspectives on that. I don't want you guys to be scared. I don't want you guys to be hopeless. I'm hopeful. But again, these arrests are coming soon, and before we know it, we'll start seeing the shit hit the fan. Peace.